Hi everyone, this is Evelyn, and this is a reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for June 2022. I've pre-shuffled all the decks I have here on the table. This is the LENORMAND Reverie to set the tone. I have the Gilded Tarot for the read and the Unknown Animal Spirit mini deck, the mini tarot for the clarifiers here. So this is a general reading. If you'd like something more specific or you want to read, my information's below, as well as my website, twinflames3344.com. I have a CD out there also called Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames by Evelyn Stainthorpe, if you want to check that out. And otherwise, let's get going with the read for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for June 2022. Take a deep breath. Libra, June 2022. All right, so we have Nesting the Dream with the Queen of Cups down here, and the 17 is the stars. So it could be the golden egg, the golden child, again, nesting the dream with the storks, and the key to your freedom. The 8 of Pentacles, perhaps working to align with unity consciousness, the Christ consciousness, standing up for yourself and speaking your truth. And the bottom of the deck is the looking glass, the magnifying glass, perhaps looking closer at things, making things bigger than they are. This can be also having tests or exams. We have the 44, which for me is the 4 of Cups. It's grounding, integrating, and mastering the receiving of love. It can be boredom and apathy as well. But again, taking a closer look at something in the underlying energies here. So let's put these guys up front here. And that's a very nice energy to start with. For Libra, June 2022, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Libra, Libra, Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. And Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, June 2022. Libra, Libra. Okay, so first card out for you guys is the High Priestess. Very nice. So perhaps you are using your psychic abilities. Perhaps you're dealing with someone else using their psychic abilities, or perhaps a Pisces here. There could be secrets as well. Challenging you is the King of Cups, and he seems to be having a party of one. He's very happy being by himself with his thoughts there. And the King of Cups is also unconditional love. This could be a water sign person, so Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces person perhaps, or someone with a lot of water or emotional person. But he is the master of his emotions as the King of Cups upright. The foundation for Libra is the 2 of Cups reversed. So this can be some kind of disconnect, two people not seeing eye to eye. This can also be being at a distance from someone perhaps that you miss and you don't want to be apart from. But usually there's some kind of disconnect or distance there. And in the recent past is the King of Swords reversed. So he can be very sharp with his tongue here. This can be verbally abusive even. This can be negative self-talk or silence. You know, not someone you want to work with if he's literally like this, because that at minimum he's got a sharp tongue here. If not abusive in a sense. It can be the King of Swords just having a bad day as well. There looks like a disconnect here. That can be a breakup, a disconnect in a partnership. But we do have some very positive energy here. This King of Cups could be Pisces energy. And we have 2 kings here. So as Libra, this can be your energy, and you may be challenged by this one who's a very happy, loving person. Maybe you weren't taught to be that loving and outward with your expression of your heart. And so that may be hard for you to take. So crowning here is the 7 of Pentacles. This is about reaping the rewards of your efforts. Perhaps some of you could be at a farm, literally collecting apples or something from a tree, or by the sheep in the countryside here. But it's reaping the rewards of your actions. That can be the Divine Feminine's heart as well for me from the SIRIAN Starseed deck. This can be Amish country energy as well. What's coming up for you is the 9 of Swords. This can be feeling stressed out, suffering in silence, not getting sleep at night. It looks like you have some wise guidance here at the window there, but he's a brown owl, not a white owl. So I'm not sure if this is someone that you may trust or not. This also could be dark energy that can come up in, I remember the brown owl was coming up in some kind of connection with the dark energy. So there's something regarding that. This also, I'm just getting is could be 5G energy. Too much 5G energy in your bedroom may be keeping you up at night or causing your body stress. So you might want to get some kind of protector energy that they sell for EMF waves for 5G stuff to protect you from those waves. Also, the argons help with that because they neutralize energies. So you might want to check into that. Otherwise, it can be just not sleeping well, up late at night, or suffering in silence. Or perhaps you have a headache and you just can't sleep, or you're over ruminating about something and it's just disturbing you at night, stressing you out. The foundation here, and also somebody could be considering this their crib, right? It looks like a crib there. Maybe you're crying like a baby. Okay, so here is the way you're seeing yourself. So this can be in a heated exchange, or someone who's not expressing their true desires. This could be someone who's causing delays in communication or travel here. And again, it's connected with this Two of Cups reversed, which is disconnected. What's around you, or how others might see you, is the Knight of Wands. And they're showing a little bit of leg over here. This can be a very fiery person who wants to get going, who's motivated perhaps to go out with you, or this is you wanting to go out with someone else, or maybe you just want to get stuff done, right? On a mission to get stuff done or to go work out. It's all about movement and passion there. The block here for you is the Five of Swords reversed. And this is about ending the war. Maybe you were raised to win at all costs, and not winning at all costs may be a block for you because you were taught to compete until you win. That could be coming up for you as well. And Libra is all about seeking balance. It's not because you're automatically balanced, it's because you're always going to be put in situations to seek balance. So you're going to be put into polarized situations in order to find the middle ground there. So what's coming up at the end for you is the Fool reversed. And this can be somebody who tripped up, messed up, fell on their face, fell from grace. This can be just lacking faith in general. Somebody may feel like they embarrassed themselves, or that somebody else embarrassed themselves. And you're coming up with that fiery energy too, and this is Aries. So that could be you. Maybe you have Aries in your chart. We also, this can be any fire sign, but I usually get more Sagittarius energy from this card. And again, you have Pisces here as well. So what is connecting to what's left hanging in limbo for you, Libra, is the Ace of Wands reversed. This can be some frustration, a lack of arousal, not being humored, no growth, no creative incentive here. You know, there's no initiative there. It's feeling kind of stifled creatively. This can also be not being able to conceive, or not being able to conceive of something, like something I don't understand this. This is past my ability to understand. That could be coming up as well. And again, there's a lot of fire energy here, and then air here. And then this water energy is all around this High Priestess Pisces energy and this King of Cups upright. So what's hanging in limbo for you is the King of Wands, the man of passion, right? This can be a sexy guy, he gets a lot of attention, he's very fiery, he likes to be physical and creative here and get the job done. And we have the Knight of Wands over here. This can be the same person. This can also be a child of theirs, or just two fire signs. So we're going to pull a few cards for the end of the read in case we need more cards to finish the story. And then I'm going to show you the bottom of the deck. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. And then the bottom of the deck here is the King of Pentacles. And we have the Three of Cups. We have the Emperor down here, and some kind of release from prison or anxiety here, and the Queen of Cups and the Chariot card. So she could be a Cancer energy. Let's see if there's anyone else there. And we have the Magician here too. Wow. There's a lot of majors and people here going on. So someone surrendered. Somebody left. This is that ship sailing, the Viking ship sailing away. There's Nordic energy. There's Chinese and grass. Somebody getting high and having the munchies here. This could be shipping and receiving, all that kind of stuff. So somebody, the wounded warrior, has surrendered here or given up. And then there's some kind of sudden event here, whether it's an event, an explosion, an epiphany, or sexual exchange. And then here's the magician making magic. Maybe someone feels like some magic's being done on them. But this is someone with all tools on board. They know what they're doing, but he's not the friendliest of magicians there. And we have Scorpio, and this can be Gemini or Virgo as well. And then we have the Cancer energy of making a bold move. So this is somebody like suddenly making a bold move after surrendering to this energy or some kind of magic, in a bold move to move or travel, or somebody's waiting and saying, what the heck's taken so long, as the Queen of Cups comes out, or she is this Cancer energy, along with the Scorpio, Gemini, or Virgo energy here. She's longing for this energy to come her way, but this one's waiting. I don't know if this is her, it can be her, or this is this Gemini or Virgo energy who's out here waiting in this chariot for the Queen of Cups to come out already. And this can be like, you know, could be like Rapunzel coming out of the tower. And then we have the release here of anxieties, because finally they're here. And then the Emperor, who's in his power as well, but there seems to be some kind of bad influences here, a third party. This can be social distancing, a lack of a social life, but it's no joy between the Emperor and the King of Pentacles here. But they're both upright. Or maybe they just can't get together here. There's no reunion, but there's no anxiety. Or this could also be someone, maybe it's her anxiety and getting released from that anxiety by this energy showing up for her. But she's longing for something over here. She's not looking over here, but she's released from her prison or anxiety. This can be literal prison for someone if it's a Cancer female here. And then we have the Emperor here who's in charge. He's got control over the situation, but he seems kind of deep in thought here about this third-party situation or bad influences or gossip that's going on with the King of Pentacles, who could be someone working right under him. Like he could be the CEO, and then he's one of the high-level managers or vice presidents, you know, that type of energy. Because they're both very high level, but the Emperor's right, the ultimate chief there. So that's just the underlying energy. But all the people are upright, so I don't feel like the people are negative, but the situation may be interesting here. Okay, so ultimately that's the way the picture looks here, with the Emperor, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and who are you, Libra? So we have the High Priestess in the middle, which can be Pisces, but doesn't have to be, and can be any sign, but someone perhaps using their psychic abilities. Or the Secret Keeper, you know, keeping things to themselves. They have their own knowing, but they're also opening their heart to the King of Swords reverse, which can definitely be you. And you are challenged by mastering emotions. And again, wearing your heart on your sleeve. Maybe you're not used to that because you're used to intellectualizing, or in your family you never expressed emotions. And this could be literally having trouble expressing emotions and desires. But there could be this could be a heated exchange as well at a distance with the Two of Cups, with the King of Pentacles, or that could be you or somebody else, mastering of their finances, their day-to-day energies of time, money, and energy. The person about their thoughts and words, articulating, but in a negative way there. And then the suffering and silence, which is, you know, coming over, is connected to the King of Swords reverse, which very well may be you. And also you may have Aries in your chart here. And we have Sagittarius too. So is it you doing all the suffering? Because everybody else seems to be fine. So this is the question. We have all these kings out here. King of Pentacles and the Emperor, and then the Magician was back here too with the King of Swords reverse. The King of Wands is over here. King of Cups, who's missing? No, you have all four kings. King of Wands, King of Cups, King of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. And the King of Swords is the only one reversed. So is that you, or do you express more of one of the other kings, and that's somebody else? So we'll find out. The King of Pentacles here in the underlying energy is the Four of Pentacles reversed. And this is about letting go. When it's upright, it can be holding on too much, but it's a moderate level of income there too. So you need to save at this level because you still don't have enough perhaps to have a lot of free spending. But this is about, even though not having a lot, maybe you're putting out a little to fix up the house or make amends with someone. And he's looking up at the King of Swords over here. So maybe he wants to make him feel better. Someone might be under the covers, not feeling themselves, you know, cuddling up in their blankets, not wanting to get out of bed. Maybe they want to spend a little bit on them to make them feel better. And we have Pisces or Capricorn energy there, but I would think the King of Pentacles is more of that, has Capricorn in their chart because it's reversed there. And then perhaps grounding, integrating how to receive love. Again, this person may not know how to receive love. And the King of Pentacles may want to help them, or the King of Pentacles could be his other persona at work. So at work, Libra is the King of Pentacles, and when he's at home, he's the King of Swords, but he's being reversed right now. There was a King of Swords upright earlier here, because that's what's coming out next. So just when the King of Pentacles thought that he was bored with the King of Swords upright, there he goes again and gets sour here. I'm going to keep the King of Swords, see if it comes out again. Why is the King of Swords reversed? And who is he? We have Strength here. There could be Leo in his chart. He could be a Leo who's being verbally abusive here. But this energy is upright, and he looks like he wants to be helpful. But then we have, the Sagittarius energy reversed. And that's someone who loses their temper. So a Leo with a temper, or Leo with Sag in their chart too, and air in their chart. This could be someone who's a bit abusive, whether it's verbally, physically, or both. And then we have the Mother of Swords here too, but she's upright. So she may be dealing with that. She's upright. She's in her truth. And the King of Wands is here too. Who's over here? So the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands upright. Who may be dealing with this Leo with Sag in their chart, King of Swords reversed, who may be, you know, giving them a run for their money. It looks like the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands may be depressed here. There may be some grief here. Grieving loss, regret, guilt, and shame. And there's that Leo energy again, reversed. Somebody drained or too much sun. You know, this could be like sunstroke as well. And then here the King of Pentacles is coming out too. So they're all interrelated here. The King of Pentacles and the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands. The only one that's coming up as the challenge here is the King of Cups, who seems very happy with himself. And then the block for you is not fighting, not being at war, ending the war. But this can also mean PTSD and stealing and looting, that kind of energy after the war. So why do you have the Two of Cups reversed? The Ace of Pentacles. This is an offer of a new life, time, money, and energy to somebody that maybe had been rejected. Maybe someone offered a partnership that was rejected. This is the Six of Cups. This may have been a falling out in the past, having trouble with difficult children, or maybe they're sad about something and offering them something to help make them feel better. This can be the past returning. It can be a past life thing, but it could be a negative childhood as well. So not seeing eye to eye with someone there. And we have the King of Pentacles over here with you, Libra. And then we have the Emperor reversed here too. And he's upright over here. He's upright here, but he's reversed here. And he could actually be this Leo over here, who may be a bit abusive, or somebody with Sagittarius in their chart. So this, either the Emperor right here, either refuse this partnership here, because something's being offered to, these could be kids and an Emperor. So this could also be the Emperor making the kids reject an offer because he doesn't like this offer for these children, who may not be happy with that because maybe they thought it was great, but the Emperor knows better, right? So he's saying, no, it's not. And again, this could be the King of Pentacles, because it looks like there's some kind of lack of coming together here between the Emperor and the King of Pentacles, and this could be the King of Pentacles offering this to the Emperor, but because of a falling out in the past or negative past between them, he's rejecting this partnership. Maybe doesn't want to work with him. The High Priestess in the middle. It has new information or some clarity here on the situation, but it might have knocked them off balance. The Daughter of Wands, the Page of Wands. So this is someone who's very inspired here with new information. So the High Priestess may have caught wind of some new information that inspired her to open her heart to the King of Swords reversed back here. Maybe some inequity due to a Capricorn over here, which would be then this King of Pentacles that we talked about. So yeah, there's a lot of people involved here. We have the Cancer reversed. We have Capricorn upright, Cancer reversed, and then inequity here. Someone's not sharing with them. And who is this King of Cups that's a problem for you? At work. This is issues at work with somebody who's the horse with no name. This can be someone grieving. This can be someone feeling guilty about something. Or just someone who tends to be a depressive energy or over-emotional. And again, you may not be an emotional person or like to express that at work, and this person does. They look happy about it. This may have been someone who did have issues at work because they were going through some kind of grief, but now they're not, right? They might have been drained from some kind of grief or not getting along with somebody at work. But all of a sudden, the King of Cups is happy though. So why, if they were grieving and drained and overexposed at work, why now are they happy? And that may be what's getting your goat type of thing. The Seven of Pentacles crowning here is that Capricorn devil energy. So some kind of codependency, reaping rewards of codependency here, or Capricorn, perhaps with deception or at the new moon that we're just beyond today. And again, there's some conflict here. This could be a group thing too. Like when you have a group, you're never going to have everyone who sees things the same way or on the same page. But there could be some kind of deception of the devil, which is addictions, codependencies. And this, you may be suspecting that issue with this person, even though they're looking all loving and kind, and that all is well. So again, reaping rewards of their efforts with the High Priestess, secrets, and a disconnect between two people that other people don't know about, and yet reaping the rewards of their efforts, not making a move, not investing, not deciding whether they're going to go back to work or stay home. And it can be a Capricorn with Cancer in their chart. But again, it looks to be some conflict with the group. It's hard to tell who's who though, because there's so many kings here, plus the Emperor, 4 kings and Emperor, and the Queen of Cups was in the underlying energy. And she may be married to the King of Cups over here, who could also be the Emperor if he's right next to the Queen of Cups over there. Again, it's hard to work with so many masters. So if you have all these kings, they're all going to want to do things their own way, especially the Emperor over there. So this could be a father with a bunch of sons, or maybe it's the father's company with his son and then 3 other people who are masters of what they do. So getting everybody on board might be a hard thing. Maybe you're getting some a psychic to come mediate the situation to see what their perspective is. And that can be like this owl coming to the window. Maybe someone on their own wants to get the perspective from a psychic just to see what they say. And so let's see what that has to say. The 9 of Swords. There's that inequity again. Someone's not sharing, right? The secret keeper over here. Someone's not sharing whatever inequity they're dealing with. What's not fair. This can be debt. This can be someone who scammed them, or feeling that way, or some kind of release here, release from prison, release from anxiety, but it's not balanced. This could be releasing too much, right? And this is also coming out of the chrysalis here for this deck. So when someone's birthing, there's imbalance at first, right? Because when you get pushed out, you know, it's a big, huge thing. It's a big process, and then you need to recover from that. So this can just reference coming out of the chrysalis into something brand new, getting their wings, and of course they're feeling off balance right now. It's something they have to process. And this could be dark night of the soul that someone's gone through. Now they're about to birth, and they're just feeling a little off right now. You are the 8 of Wands reversed. So why is Libra the 8 of Wands reversed? We have the Magician reversed here. So why are you being manipulative? Why are you insecure? Why do you feel like you're lacking tools right here? And there again is that transformation into the butterfly, but here it's not upright. This could be dropping the ball with something, or dropping the act, dropping the facade, or the one, you know, breaking patterns right here. But you're not telling anyone though. You're going through something here, but you're not telling anyone. You're not telling anyone your true desires either here. So you're keeping stuff to yourself. Maybe all these people are trying to help, but you're not telling them anything because you're not opening up emotionally. You may be coming full circle here and ending a big cycle here with the world, which is also Pisces energy again. So maybe there's a Pisces energy or a divine feminine that's secret for you. And then here we have the 10 of Pentacles, family, business, or community with dysfunction or loss. And maybe you don't want to burden them with your issues, or you don't want to tell them because they wouldn't understand your issues, because they're very conservative in the way they do things. And there's already dysfunction here. Or maybe they're not conservative. Maybe they're very alternative and you don't agree with the way they do things. So why is the Knight of Wands here there? And there could be secret desires here. The 3 of Cups. This is you wanting to come together with somebody here. This could be a third party over here. This is coming together in joy. Or with 3 birds perhaps. And there's the Page of Cups, perhaps with a message of love. And here's this High Priestess over here throwing her heart open wide to the King of Swords reversed, which can be you. And you're not telling about your true desires. And then here's this offer of love, perhaps from a third party. It doesn't look like there's an affair going on, but there may be an emotional tie there. Coming together with the Page of Cups, which also could be a child. Or this Knight of Wands, if that's not you, could be another child coming together with the Page of Cups to have fun together, or just hang out, a reunion perhaps, but that actually can be you. This is coming up as Gemini or Virgo in your chart. And then there's Pisces here, or coming full circle, completing a major cycle with the 10 of Pentacles, family, business, or community that may have gone through a loss, whether it's financially or losing a family member, or major dysfunction here, perhaps major dysfunction in how people use money, or how they handle it, or how they look at it. And that can be money, time, or effort here. Right? People don't agree on the way the different kings here are putting effort into something. And this can also be saying that you have mastered all 4 suits, except for the King of Swords, the thoughts and words. Maybe you're still working on that. But you have all 4 kings present, which means there's been a lot of learning here. King of Cups is upright, but that you may struggle with the emotion thing still. King of Pentacles is upright, King of Wands is upright, and you may still be working on the thoughts and words thing, right? Getting your thoughts in line, and perhaps a little bit on the emotional scale too. And the block for you is that post-war energy. Why is that coming up for Libra for June? There's that not trusting. This is someone looking like the 6 of Swords, which is all about peace. And here's someone hiding their 7th sword with their eye open, right? Because they have an ace up their sleeve. They don't trust. So after the war, even though it's over, you don't trust that it's over. You're worried that someone's going to attack you still. And then here is implementing a plan. Like you have a plan, a secret plan, just in case the worst case scenario, like if you have no options. So you need to work on trusting here. Having faith in the universe and raising your vibration when you are in this very positive energy that the universe works with you, not against you. So you don't necessarily need a backup plan. And then we have the Fool reversed, which is coming out as the Hermit. So if you have Virgo in your chart, this can be you, or this could be a Virgo person who perhaps you feel has embarrassed themselves, or maybe you are embarrassed by them. And there's a star. So that's Aquarius as well, and Scorpio here. All right, so you have Virgo, Aquarius, and Scorpio all upright, and these can represent the different kings. King of Pentacles could be a Virgo, the King of Swords could be Aquarius, and the King of Cups could be Scorpio over here. And maybe you think they're making a fool of themselves, or you're making a fool of yourself in front of them. And this is about overwork. Maybe you're stuck doing all the work while they get to look pretty. This also can be that it's just not working out between you. You don't like the group. It's not resonating with you, and feeling left out in the cold all the time. And connecting with the High Priestess over here. This could be your secret guidance over there. You feel like they're not sharing with you, or that you end up doing all the work while they get all the glory, right? They're all, whoops, where'd that come out? Oh, the King of Pentacles. So you may feel like you're doing all the work while they're just, you know, reaping the rewards of your efforts, or the High Priestess's efforts here, which can be Pisces or the King of Cups. And the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is reversed. So it could be some Aries frustration there, lack of growth. Okay, dumping emotional. This could be dumping multiple loads. That ace could be about a sexual exchange here that you're embarrassed about, right? Exposing your sex life, dumping multiple loads, dumping emotional attachments, no longer confused about an energetic exchange. This could be a 5D exchange between you and a soulmate or twin, where you're feeling their sexual energy, and it may be embarrassing to you because you're not used to expressing your personal life or your sexual life or your emotions to other people. And then here we have the Queen of Cups with the Fool upright. So she's very expressive with her emotions. She has no problem expressing her emotions. And then here's someone ready to take a leap of faith and not embarrassed by it. But you may be embarrassed by it. And then the King of Wands. Walking away within. Like it's before the explosion, walking away within. Like before he explodes, the King of Wands, he's learning how to take a break and not freak out. But there is a sudden event here as well. This could be suddenly freaking out and breaking up with someone. Somebody is freaking out and crying. Right? This can be someone dumping all of their emotions. This could be dumping on somebody else. The Queen of Wands reversed, right? So this is the King of Wands. When he gets pissed off, he can either cry, which more likely is that he dumps on the Queen of Wands reversed, or maybe she's dumping on him. It can go both ways because she's reversed. So he's learning to control himself. Perhaps when the Queen of Wands reversed freaks out, the King of Wands is learning not to react to it and walking away. Right, so this can also be the Queen of Wands reversed, this Fool here, because that could be Aries energy, and that could be you too if you have a lot of Aries in your chart, or perhaps someone around you, because we have the Knight of Wands here too, which is more Sagittarius energy. So if you have Sag in your chart, you may be dealing with an Aries who's kind of crazy, and again, that could be you with Aries in your chart. And again, after the Queen of Wands reversed is the Son of Cups reversed, which is jealousy and surrender. So this could be a Scorpio person with a jealousy issue. This Queen of Wands. She could be this Aries energy here. She doesn't have to be an Aries sun sign. She doesn't have to be a fire sign. We do have Scorpio here too, but she could be any sign, but she's got a lot of fire in her chart, and she's got a Scorpio jealous streak here. So that may be a big issue for you. This also could be the King of Wands as children, the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands over here. So let's see what else is coming up for you, Libra. So after the King of Wands is the Ten of Cups family reverse. So this is an unhappy family, or the ending of an emotional cycle, like not doing that anymore, ready to take that leap of faith. The Knight, or the Page of Wands, is upright here. So again, this could be a family with the King and Queen of Wands, the Page and the Knight of Wands. They're all upright except for the Queen. She might have jealousy issues. And then we have Leo energy with this page here. So that could be a Leo child. Or just the inspiration here coming out of an unhappy family. Perhaps a child inspired to walk the dog with an unstable house, or moving or visiting here. This can be the party's over and starting over in love here. No longer going to deal with temptation. Now you're either going to go for it or you're going to let go of it. So this is the Atlas energy upright, right? Carrying the weight of the world, and here's dumping that weight. No more burdens, responsibilities, or dumping a load, or dumping multiple loads there in a physical sense to get your dreams. This could be confession as well. Starting over in love, confessing to your dreams, and big transition here, or death and transformation. We have Aquarius and Scorpio here. So that could be the energy of this Queen of Wands. Let's see, we're going to clarify these energies too. The Ten of Cups reversed is the Two of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So this is soulmate energy, partners, presenting the truth to the family. This literally could be the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands reversed, presenting the truth to this Ten of Cups family who seems to be unhappy, or they're just ending an emotional cycle, because it looks like this one's not unhappy. They're inspired by it. So they're telling about this Two of Cups connection truth or partnership truth, perhaps to the kids or those who may feel defenseless. This is the Knight of Swords reversed, who may be defenseless to the energy, perhaps needing to hold their tongue or lashing out. Right? Because here's a Knight of Swords dealing with the King of Swords, who's upright and happy with themselves, satisfied with the situation. Perhaps this one's not sure they should say anything, feeling kind of defenseless to the energies because he's fine with the situation. So the Page of Wands is with the Empress reversed and the little one. They're both reversed, but now this Page of Wands is inspired. This also could be a brand new child, right? So she's still recovering from having a baby here, but not sleeping well, or the child's not sleeping well, right? So this could be a Leo mother and a baby here. This also could be Taurus reversed and Leo, a Leo baby. Oh, that's funny too, because my daughter's not Libra or anything, but she's Pisces with Taurus in her chart, and she has a doggy who's a Leo. So it could be that too, like, you know, with your pets. And maybe moving or visiting with those energies here. And then here's Libra upright. There's justice here. So again, there could be moves, ending emotional cycles that are way overdue to be done. This energy of Leo seems to be excited here. I don't know how happy this mother is, or the Empress reversed, and that can be a Taurus reversed, or somebody with Taurus in their chart. And again, this could be walking the pet. Excuse me, I just sneezed. That may be a message for someone. Maybe somebody's allergies are acting up. So the Four of Wands reversed, being present in the moment, right? Waiting for your ship to come in, but the party's over. We have the King of Pentacles here, being present here. This can be a gift as well. This can be this child even just walking the pet, you know, as a gift to the King of Pentacles to perhaps take something off their plate. The King of Pentacles is feeling defenseless to the energies here. You know, this is what's parting the seas here. Like splitting things right down the middle and having their way here, or at least standing up for themselves. Maybe they're the tiebreaker here, but here it's feeling defenseless to them, you know, not wanting to agree. Or perhaps they don't need an excuse and they're going to do what they want anyway. I don't care what you say, I'm doing what I want to do anyway. Here's the King of Pentacles here, because the other ones seem to refuse to try to work things out. This is Libra, who's happy with the way things are. So if you guys don't like it, that's too bad. So maybe the King of Pentacles and Libra are working things out, but the others are not. Let's see. Starting over, the Four of Cups reversed is surrender. The wounded warrior surrendering. And here's that 10 of Wands reversed. And this is the 9 of Wands reversed. And this can be the Atlas energy, leaving the wounded warrior behind, no longer going to be the victim. Letting go of the burdens and responsibilities. And surrendering to having their dreams coming true. But ending a big cycle here. And that's with the Queen of Pentacles reversed here. So she could be the wounded warrior. She could be that fire sign Queen of Wands over here. She could be a Queen of Pentacles too. So she could be an earth sign or a fire sign, but with a big jealous streak as well. And then we have that dumping here. Why is the 10 of Wands there? And then the 10 of Wands is coming up with new passion here. And notice that we have the 9 wands and then the 10. So it's like dumping the 9, but they're keeping the 1. The 1 flame. And there's that Knight of Wands reversed over here, the player. Or if they're paralyzed by their passions here. Wanting to be with the lover. But this is a lack of affection here. Or somebody with Gemini in their chart. And then we have Libra reversed as well here with the wheel upside down, like it's not quite time yet. And then we have Judgment reversed. Look at this stuff. This is someone who needs to swallow their pride or made a bad judgment or bad call and needs to fix that, but it's like all turned upright here. Why is the Star and the Death card here at the end? Again, there's a move, a visit. The party is over. Like there's a major ending here. And there's Taurus there. Someone may be giving their key back to the house. This could be a move or a visit, like I said. There's a bunch of unhappy people here. They're giving all their 10 away, but they're keeping 1 wand. This Knight of Wands here, which can be you. Paralyzed by your passions, the need for love and a breakup perhaps, where you're in a downturn right now or a twist of fate. After making a bad call or a bad judgment or needing to swallow your pride and moving, visiting, or a homecoming, or the party's literally over, marriage is over, and literally this could be someone giving back their key or moving out, that kind of energy. And there's jealousy here with the Knight of Cups reversed. So again, there's this Scorpio energy of jealousy. And the 10 of Cups reversed again, an unhappy family, or an end of a cycle that someone's not ready to be over with. And then the Page of Pentacles reversed, which is someone who may have missed their opportunity. But finding peace. This also could be a child in need of help because of an end of a cycle, but finding peace in that. Or someone who didn't get invited to something, who's now learning how to make peace with things like that and not taking it personally. So the stress is over. This is again that 10 of Wands, dumping that load, ending the burden, the responsibilities, ending the nightmare, the suffering and silence, ending the war, right? There may be some PTSD or trust issues here with the looting thing. Under the radar, feeling like a failure, in need of attention, or attention-seeking behavior. And again, more swords. And then coming out with the Knight of Pentacles. The loyal, humble servant offering to help, along with the Cancer energy here. They're like the wind. This can be Earth and Cancer energy, perhaps a dependent helping out. Or these could be 2 dependents, but this one perhaps likes to spend money. Or this one's dependent and that one's independent. And these could be taking a drive together as well with Libra. Or for justice and healing together. This could be taking a ride with your children as well, or perhaps some co-workers. And then there's the King of Cups becoming that unconditional love with the Page of Swords with a message to bring. So it's like really changing your life. You're leaving behind like this huge situation. And you have, like I said, you have the Emperor. The Empress didn't come up in the main card, so it's more about the men here. Because you got the Emperor, you got 4 kings. The King of Swords was reversed, but he may not be reversed now. I mean, but you're not expressing your true desires. You're keeping something secret here and challenged by mastering emotions and being happy and free giving of emotions, because that's something you weren't raised with. And again, trying to end the nightmare, but dealing with that block about post-war, because then there's trust issues and PTSD issues, and afraid to make a fool of oneself, or afraid to be embarrassed by somebody else's actions here, or afraid that they're embarrassed by you or you're embarrassed by them. And again, this King, Queen of Wands, it could be that family involved as well, where the Queen of Wands has a jealousy problem, whether it's a child or a partner here. But the kids look fine and the father looks fine. But there's frustrations here. Someone's kind of out of whack. So I don't know if that's you or not. Could be. And let's go and pull some oracle cards here for you. So you have Aries, Pisces, and then Aries reversed over here, and perhaps Sagittarius or any fire sign here. You have all the signs because you have all 4 kings. So you have all the signs on the table. But you also have specifically Leo coming up here, as well as then Aquarius and Scorpio upright at the end. And again, we have nesting the dream and somebody getting their freedom. And the key is there too. So the key there and here at the end with that Hierophant bringing the key back over here. And it's on top of Scorpio. So there's the Taurus and Scorpio energy of the North Node in Taurus and the South Node in Scorpio. And there's a big ending here. You have the World upright, and you have the Death card upright. And so from the Crystal Angels, let's see what comes up for you. This is for Libra for June. And we have just this one card, Kyanite. Make time for self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential right now. We have the bottom of the deck is Malachite for prosperity. There's a positive shift in your flow of divine support. And again, this is going away because you had this already, as well as ametrine, balancing the masculine and feminine energies, which was coming up for somebody else yesterday, I think, or the day before. So you have make time for self-care, Kyanite. You also, these 3 come up right after that together. Yellow jasper, angelite, and aquamarine. Beautiful colors together. All these peachy colors, and then this kind of, I don't know what this color is. It's kind of like a, I always forget that blue color. I don't know why I can't remember it. It's like a peacock blue, but not. It's not. It could be French blue too, but it's really beautiful blue here. Control issues. Utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing what others, that they may try to control you. So that fear of control and not trusting is what's causing your bad temper. If you have a lot of fire in your chart here. Spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth to give you support in that. And then the aquamarine of divine life purpose. Trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment, right? So it's about learning how to trust and control your temper, control your thoughts, and make time for self-care. So you have patience there for yourself. Okay, and this is from Nature's Whispers for Libra in June. So again, you may be struggling with transformation. You may be coming out of a chrysalis soon after making a big transformation, but it throws you off balance. You maybe have someone to confide in who has opened their heart to you. But again, you looks like you have a lot of fire in your chart. In some kind of heated exchange, not expressing your true desires, or just a lot of negative back and forth. That could be petty arguments with family or the people you're in partnership with here, a group. There's a lot of men. There's a breakthrough here, the 8. I always think this is like a ghost before I see her and her head up here. But look at this picture. Look at what's wrong with this picture here. See if you notice it. Her chest and arms look like they're going in the wrong direction because her face is this way, but her body and her arms are actually faced that direction, but her feet are facing forward. So it's like someone's midsection is on the wrong body. Are you feeling like that? Like you got taken apart and put back together in the wrong way? Because that's what's coming up for you. A breakthrough. the number 8 of the dance between the masculine and the feminine. Inner and outer strength, manifestation of your dreams, and learning how to open your heart, but perhaps still feeling a little twisted in a twist of fate. There's your leap of faith. The 22 of the Fool's Journey, and you have a net here, you just can't see it. Don't be afraid to walk that fine line. You got this. This leap of faith. You're opening up your heart, and you're going to jump right into that ocean here, even if you feel like your body's all twisted and distorted. We have this card too. Be your best self always. That's all you need to do, is just show up as your best self. 24 is the Queen of Wands. And there's that seahorse. And that can be even with, if you're dealing with a Queen of Wands who's out of control with jealousy, don't let that energy pull your energy down. You be your best self always, no matter how someone's treating you, even if they're trying to ride you and force you to do what they want you to do. Be your best self always. And then the bottom of the deck is contemplation, the 29 of being present in the moment. And there's that lion energy, right? She and the lion. There's actually 2 females and then 2 male lions. And this can be like a mother and daughter set that are very much alike. But there's this, the one who'd naturally go with the lion, right? The lioness, actual lion as opposed to a human, is looking on and not understanding what they see in each other, because they're from different, there's different biology there. One's an animal, one's a human. But at the same time, this one's seeing the beauty in it as well. And that can be that Queen of Wands looking on as well. Trust your own understanding, the 32 of the journey. And contemplation, and just feel into it, being present in the moment. But that's the underlying energy. So what came out for you is take time out for self-care, and you're going through a breakthrough. You're coming out of the chrysalis, even though you may feel like your body's all twisted in knots. Take that leap of faith, trust, be the fool. Don't be worried about making a fool of yourself. Follow your knowing, trust your own knowing. No one has to agree with that knowing for it to be right for you. Be your best self always. So some really nice energies. You're going through a lot right now. But yeah, proud of you taking that leap of faith. Don't worry about embarrassing yourself or about falling. Allow yourself to fall. It's all good. Trust your own intuition above all. So remember your water, your rest, your joy, and your nature, best you can do to keep things balanced. But most of all, don't beat yourself up about things when you don't get it quite right. Just come right back to center again and start over again every day. You have a fresh start. Don't worry about anything that happens along the way. If you need to purge it out, and then come back to center again. Rise and be loved, you guys, Libra. I hope this was helpful to you. Have an amazing one. Bye.